Welcome back to another video. I'm going to try to do these intros a bit differently because I feel like it's kind of redundant to just say, you know, what's going on guys, it's Shram here after my whole visual intro thing, whatever. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be an attempted rebuild of the Miami Dolphins. They don't have a great team, as you can tell by their overall being a 79. Quick side note, look at this, the Eagles have a 99 offense. They have a better offense than the Falcons, let's go. Anyway, that's not, you know, obviously not an Eagles rebuild, so why am I mentioning them? The Dolphins have a very good wide receiver core. I think that's the best part of their team. They lost one of their better playmakers to the Eagles, obviously, in Jay Ajayi, but Kenyon Drake has filled his role very nicely. He's played exceptionally well. And then the Dolphins don't have a horrible defense, but it's getting sort of old. But we're going to get into this one here. Here is the Dolphins roster without any injuries, of course. Ryan Tannehill is the quarterback, but he is getting traded. I don't think there's any way he stays on this team. 29 years old, he's only going to regress from here, has no sort of development trait, and doesn't normally play all that well in sim. Jay Cutler is not going to be the starter. I think I may try to trade for a quarterback actually instead of drafting one, but if I can't trade for one, you know, obviously there's still the option to draft. Matt Moore is not going to be on the is not going to be the starter either. Kenyon Drake, I think I actually might keep as the starting running back. I want to see how he plays. He's only an 81, but if he can win a couple awards the first season, he should go up very nicely. And if he doesn't pan out, it's really easy to trade for running backs in year 2. These wide receivers are perfectly fine. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything about these wide receivers because Jarvis Landry is very good, Devontae Parker is really good, and so is Kenny Stills. Does Devontae Parker still have quick? He does still have quick. I'm sure Jarvis Landry does as well. He does, and Kenny Stills I doubt has quick, but he's good. He's a very talented number 3. Jarvis Landry can play the slot just as well, but I think he's going to strive as the number 1, and Kenny Stills is going to do pretty well as the number 3. This O-line is not great. Jawan James, Laramie Tunsil, they're not bad. Marquise Pouncey, I always forget. It's Mike Pouncey. I always, you know, obviously mix up Mike and Marquise Pouncey. I think that's kind of forgivable, though. They're twins, I think. If they're not twins, they look really similar. They look like they could be twins. But yeah, the rest of the O-line is not good. There's that Jermon Bushrod, not very talented. How old are you? 33 years old? Yeah, you're gone. Julius Thomas is a decent tight end, but I think he's kind of old. 29, yeah, I'm going to trade him, I think. I have an idea of who I want to get for tight end, and I want to see if this works out. And then defensively, wow, they don't have any good middle linebackers. What I'm going to do here, though, is put Raekwon McMillan there because he's young. He's only 20 years old, and even if he's like a 72 at middle linebacker, that's fine because he's 20. He has so much room to develop. Their cornerbacks aren't the greatest, but Bryce McCann's a 79. He's not bad at all. He's not really a good nickel guy. I think that's what I would assume he would play because he's sort of small. Actually, he's not really that small. I don't know, but they have, you know, Tony Lippett, who wasn't he a wide receiver? I remember him being a wide receiver at some point. That's why he has such good catching. He actually has pretty decent stats. Not too fast, though. And then they have Xavier Howard, who is quick, I think. 91 speed. I didn't mean quick as in development. I meant quick as in actual speed. He's not bad. Obviously, Ndamukong Suh is here. Is this Devon Godshaw? Yeah, he's not bad at all. He's a rookie. He's going to start at number 2. Jordan Phillips is still rather young. No, he's not. He's 24, which is young, but I thought he was... I think I'm thinking of Vernon Butler. I think Vernon Butler is like 22. I got them mixed up. William Hayes is going to get traded. Cameron Wake. I love Cameron Wake. I think he's a phenomenal player. It's sweet that he's coming sort of into his prime as of recently. You know, he started the league, what, 27, right? Because didn't he play in the in the Canadian Football League or something? CFL? He played somewhere else, I think, besides the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. Went to Penn State, of course. That makes him even cooler. But he's a very talented player. But he's going to get traded just because there's no way he's going to stay an 89 this whole time. The development system in Madden is kind of skewed and messed up, so I'm going to have to trade him. Lawrence Timmons is out. Koa Missy is out. Actually, how old are you? Are you 30? Yeah, you're 30. Yeah, you're gone. Rashad Jones, TJ McDonald, I don't know. I don't really think it's safe to say anyone's gonna stay. Maybe except for Ndamukong Suh and like Bryce McCain, at least for the first year. I don't know. I'm just going to try to trade everyone pretty much. Rashad Jones, Tony Lippett, and Davion Smith for Devin Funchess and a 5th rounder. I think I'm going to try to put Devin Funchess to tight end, and I want to see what happens. Julius Thomas, Ryan Tannehill, and Alteron Werner for Adrian Amos. 3 middle linebackers under a 70 for the Browns' 1st and 4th rounders. Jay Cutler, this Elston dude, and Koa Missy for the Jets' 1st and 5th rounders. I'm taking the Packers' 1st rounder just to see if I can get another trade to go through. That worked! Okay, so before this I had Lawrence Timmons and Kiko Alonso along with this 1st rounder, and it didn't work, but I just switched Kiko Alonso out for a 3rd rounder, and now it worked. So Lawrence Timmons a 3rd and a 1st for Carson Wentz. Kiko Alonso, Damian Williams, and a 2nd rounder for Cameron Jordan and a 5th rounder. Did not expect that to work. Michael Thomas and Anthony Fasano, where I moved to a fullback, for the Panthers first rounder. Those guys were both yellow interest as well. I didn't really expect that to work. Jermon Bushrod, Mike Pouncey, and Gabe Wright for the Broncos first rounder. Jakeem Grant and William Hayes for Darrell Williams in a sixth rounder. I was trying really hard to get Andrew Norwell and it just wasn't happening. DJ McDonald, Jordan Phillips in a fourth for Kendall Fuller. Cameron Wake, Alvin Branch, one of the two I think. And something Taylor for Carl Joseph in a sixth rounder. Here's a look at the team for the first season. Not really too sure how I feel. I think it all depends on how Carson Wentz is able to play and how Kenyon Drake plays. I think Carson Wentz should play fine because, well, first off, Devin Funchess goes up to an 89 at tight end. So he's a fun tight end to try to trade for because, you know, he was a tight end in college, so I figured he would go up. Also, he's like a tall, you know, big frame, strong receiver, so I figured that he would go up at tight end as well because that's normally what happens. Like, Vincent Jackson goes up a lot at tight end, and I'm sure, I've never tried this, but I'm sure Kelvin Benjamin would go up quite a bit at tight end. But yeah, he's a very solid player there. He's a fun guy to trade for. I'll probably do that in future rebuilds too. Devontae Parker, I don't know why I singled him out. He would probably be a good tight end, to be honest, too. That's not even where I was going with that. I just saw him and for some reason said his name impulsively. I don't know. The wide receiver core is pretty good. I signed Marquez Wilson in free agency just to give a solid fourth option to Carson Wentz. I also signed Antonio Andrews and John Urschel. I think those are the only three free agents that I signed. But here's what the O-line looks like. I moved Laramie Tunsil to left guard because I would rather have my best offensive lineman at the tackle positions, and I think that's how it is set up now. And I want my best guy to be playing left tackle. I hope Darrell Williams can play well there. But there's the offense. Here's the look at the defense. Other than the linebackers, right? Just don't look at the linebackers for a second. The defense is pretty good. All I really need, aside from the linebackers, is another corner, I think, and potentially a right end. I think everybody else can develop nicely and turn into very solid players, if they're not already. Like, obviously, Ndamukong Suh, Cameron Jordan, Adrian Amos are already very good. But if I can get a decent right end, we should be okay. And then I also need new linebackers. But I'm going to make sure the stats are all good. Not the stats, the sliders are all good, and I'll see you at the midseason. At the midseason mark here, we are 6-2. That's not bad at all. We should totally be able to make the playoffs. At least I hope so. I hope we can, you know, do this well in the second half of the season and go like 14-2 or something. I don't know, but here's a look at the offense. Carson Wentz has 11,000 experience. That's pretty cool to see. I might spend that, see what he goes up to. On the defensive side, though, no one has all that much. And I also should mention, I signed Max Bullough because I think I have the Eagles' defensive playbook because I knew they had a 4-3, but they also have a 4-4 package, which means the second middle linebacker plays. So I wanted to get a decent guy there, but I wanted Raekwon McMillan to keep starting because I think he's going to be like our best defensive player in a couple of years. If I'm, probably not. That's really, really ambitious. I mean, he is super young, but I don't think he's going to get past a 96 or a 98 even. Or probably not even a 92, honestly, by the time this rebuild's over, unless he goes off this year. But here's the division. We are ahead of the Patriots, which is really cool to see. We're on top of the division. I don't know how many times we've played them so far. Let me check quick. I'm not sure if we've even played them at all yet. Oh, wrong button. Team schedule. I'm used to it being there because that's where it is for, you know, the end of the season. Did we play the Patriots yet? We did not play the Patriots yet, so we played them twice. Right there, and then right there. Okay, that's going to suck. If we lose both those games, we are definitely going to second in the division. If we lose one of them, we might even go to second. But yeah, pretty successful so far. Let's go sign back Jarvis Landry. And that's it. Cody Parkey's here. I'm not going to sign him back. He's not even that talented. Jarvis Landry, though, coming back to the team. 97 catching. Very, very talented catcher. I knew that, though. He's coming back to the team. Nice to see, and that's all we really had to do. We made the playoffs. We went 10-6. At week 15, we were 8-5, so our team clutched up pretty nicely there. You saw the Patriots record in that game there because that's who we have to take on in the wild card round here. But yep, we went 10-6 and second in the division. Let's check out the team schedule though. 2-2 in the preseason, regular season. Won the opening 3 games. Nice game there against the Jets. Lost to the Saints. Beat the Titans. Lost to the Falcons. Won 3 games. Lost to the Panthers. Just kind of barely lost to the Patriots by 1 possession, and then lost to the Patriots again, but then won 2 of our last 2 games against the Chiefs, and I actually just didn't see who that last game was against. Whatever. Check out stats. Russell Wilson wins MVP. How did Carson Wentz play, though? 5,100 yards, 47 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. That's a very, very good season. You know, an interception every game, but still, 5,100 yards, 47 touchdowns. He could not have been far off of MVP. Rushing, Kenyon Drake did pretty well, 12 touchdowns, 1,124 yards, nearing on 4 yards a carry. Antonio Andrews had 11 rushing touchdowns out of the backup too, but I just noticed Kenyon Drake did fumble 4 times. Receivers, Jarvis Landry, 107 catches, 1,700 yards pretty much, and 15 touchdowns. Devontae Parker had a crazy season for a number 2, and Kenny Stills got 10 touchdowns with over 1,000 yards. Devin Funchess had 5 touchdowns down there too, not bad. Blocking, how was this? very, very good. Only 12 sacks led up from the entire offensive line. That's nice to see. Raekwon McMillan had 114 total tackles. Not bad. I don't think that's enough, though, for Rookie of the Year. But Cameron Jordan had 18 tackles for loss, and Ndamukong Suh had 14 sacks. We got 14.5 from Cameron Jordan and 12 from Charles Harris. Pretty good there. Interceptions, 3 from Kendall Fuller, 2 from Xavier Howard and Bobby McCain. I think I said Bryce McCain earlier. Did I? That's someone. That's not even. Is that a thing? Is that a person? Whatever. Bobby McCain is what I meant to say earlier. I'll probably put a little disclaimer on the screen when I say that. But anyway, Raekwon McMillan had 1. Adrian Amos did 2. So did Carl Joseph and Cordrea Tankersley. He's a rookie. I probably should have had him starting over Xavier Howard, but that's fine. No touchdowns this season. We're probably first. Yeah, I was going to say we were probably first on offense. That's nice to see. What about defense? 7th. Okay, we had a really good team. Carson Wentz comes in 2nd for MVP. Would have been huge if he could have won it. AFC Offensive Player of the Year does go to Carson Wentz, though, beating out Tom Brady, of course. Defensive Player of the Year, nobody from the Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year, nobody from the Dolphins. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Raekwon McMillan comes in 2nd. It's kind of hard to compete with Myles Garrett in this division. That's fine, though. We also have Charles Harris. I forgot he was a rookie, to be honest. That's nice. Maybe if he got a Pro Bowl, that would be huge, because then he would have a lot of experience. Check out the offense, though. 38,000 experience from Carson Wentz. Nice to see. 42K from Jarvis Landry. 13 from Devontae Parker. 18 from Devin Funchess is not bad. Defensively, 10K from Charles Harris there. Nobody else has a lot. Raekwon McMillan is 8.3. He'd probably be a pretty good backup middle linebacker for the remainder of the rebuild. But I'll spend this along with my coach experience, and yeah, we'll see if we win the game. Here's the team for the playoff game here. But before I go over it, I want to mention the word. I would like you guys to comment if you made it this far into the video, because I usually do that the first time I make the playoffs. This word was actually suggested by, I should probably pull up the video, but I think it was something pineapple, something like that. I think his username on YouTube was. But comment McTaco King, because he wanted me, he suggested that should be the next word, you know, McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Burger King all together, so McTaco King. If you're watching, comment that if you would like to. But yeah, here's the team, and also thank you for suggesting a word to comment. You know, I usually try to think of them on the spot, and that made it a lot easier. But yeah, here's the team. Looks pretty good. Carson Wentz is up to a 96 with confidence. Jarvis Landry at 95 with confidence. Looks awesome, and then the defense does not look nearly as good. I mean, you can kind of say it does, since there's Cam Jordan and Ndamukong Suh and Adrian Amos. But this linebacker core, that's just where my eyes get drawn to every time. Because, well, first off, they're in like the center of the screen, but they're also all like C's. So after this draft, this linebacker core should be fixed. But without further ado, let's sim by this game, and let's see if we were able to take down the Patriots. I hope so, but we did not. It's okay. At least we made the playoffs. That's always a good thing for Season 1. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the offseason. I noticed that I forgot to go over the game, so let's go over that quick. Who's in the Super Bowl? Might as well check. The Rams and the Jaguars. Okay, so go to the wild card round. What was the score? Where were we? Right there. 35-21. We lost to the Patriots 3 times this season. That's rough, but Tom Brady, perfect game. 350 yards, 4 touchdowns. Carson Wentz did not do badly. He didn't throw an interception. His rating was rather low. Maybe his completion percentage wasn't good. Yeah, that's not a good completion percentage at all. It's under 50%. Of course, but let's check out rushing. Deion Lewis had very good yards per carry. Had a very good yards per carry. That's what I was trying to say. But Kenyon Drake did get a touchdown. Rather poor yards per carry for him. Julian Edelman had a good game. Brandon Cooks had 2 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry and Devontae Parker each had 1 as well. Defensively, Raekwon McMillan had 13 tackles. That's cool to see. How many sacks were there? Only, what, 3? So James Harrison had 1, Charles Harris had 1, and then Raekwon McMillan and Cameron Jordan each shared 1. Interceptions, there were none. It sucks that we weren't able to win, but that's okay. What was that score? There was something to 3. Someone got destroyed. Wow, the Rams destroyed the Cardinals 38-3. How did the Cardinals even make it? They have such a rough roster in this game. They're always like, whenever I try to trade players, that's like one of the teams that's always interested in like everyone, and I can never get a trade to go through with them because I don't think anyone is worth it. Also, there's no... Wait, there we go, draft stories. I was going to say there's no Super Bowl or All-Star Game MVP. It's Dawson Hunter. Let's go see what he is. I'll keep this in here because I never keep any draft things in here. But Dawson Hunter, what position is he? I don't recognize that name. Do I already have him scouted? There's a chance. Dawson Hunter. Dawson. I could have just went by. There he is. He's a halfback. Don't really need him. He's a 3rd-round talent. I mean, if he's still there in the 3rd round, I'll take him. You know, why not? In the offseason here, there's a couple players that we have to bring back. I'm okay with giving John Urschel a contract, if I'm honest, because he did play well at center. And if I'm not able to draft one, he is a fine replacement, even though he's only a 79, and if anything, I can probably just trade him. That's the only player I would like to bring back, though. Marcus Wilson wouldn't be bad, but it's really easy to sign just free agent wide receivers. Also, there's the potential to draft a rookie, so why not? Anyway, sign free agents here. We have $28.51 million in cap room. Of course, nobody here looks very good. That's normally how this period works. There's never anybody that's that interesting, so I'm just going to go to the draft. So I need to trade up to number 1 in order to do this, and I think I'm also going to have to trade to number 2. But as of now, I'm just trading up to number 1. I give the 49ers my 22nd pick, and who was that? Xavier Howard, I think it was. But with this pick, I'm taking this outside linebacker. This guy looks absolutely amazing. He's not going to stay at outside linebacker for me. I'm going to switch him down to defensive end. But this guy looks phenomenal. Amazing combine. Fantastic top 3 skills, especially for a 4-3 end. He looks really fast. You know, has B+ finesse and B+ block shed. That's amazing. Let's go with him here. 83 overall normal development. This guy is going to be an absolute stud at defensive end. 86 block shed, 87 finesse, 85 power move with 86 speed. This guy is a glitch. I'm sorry that I trade up so much, but first off, it's just super easy to do. And second, I always need to, because there's players that I really want to draft, and I know I can't miss them because they're going to be amazing. So I'm giving the Buccaneers my 20th pick, Andrew Adams and Harris. Your name's Andrew Adams, right? Oh, I'm second guessing myself now. It doesn't matter. For the second pick overall in this draft, so, you know, I had the first, and now I'm about to take the second, and then I have the third, which I will probably trade. Anyway, though, we are going with this cornerback, A.J. Daniels. 6'4", super fast, can jump really high, has amazing acceleration, amazing agility, decently strong. You know, he's 12th, you know, about 20 reps for a cornerback is actually pretty good. Considering he's this tall and everything, he looks really good, has pretty good coverage stats. I'm expecting big things. 80 overall, quick development, fantastic pick there. He's going to be our number 2 corner for the foreseeable future, unless he gets to a higher overall than Kendall Fuller, but, you know, whatever, he's going to be really good. I'm going to trade away this pick, try to get some stuff next year. That looks phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll look at them all, but that's 2 second-rounders next year, along with a first this year, and I'm only trading back 4 spots for that one, so I think that's what I'm going to take. Ooh. That's a first next year and a second this year, which I can make into... That's actually more valuable. Good thing I looked, to be honest. Oh, no. I'm taking that one with the Browns. That's their first pick. I'd rather have the first round pick for the Browns next year than the Falcons. That's just me. But anyway, we're in the mid-first round here. I think I might be able to trade away one of these. I'm not sure yet, so let me go check what I want to do. I'll trade this one away because I have some late-round prospects that I would like that I actually might have to take, unless I can get some late-round picks here. I don't trust that late-round pick. I think it's a little too late. I think I actually might be able to get away with trading this with the Cowboys and picking up some other stuff this year, because I think I have enough picks to get everybody that I want. Or do I just want 2 second-rounders from the Browns and a 5th? I'll do that one. 2 second-rounders and a 5th. And then I'll trade some of those down, I think, next season as well. But let's go to the next pick. And with this pick, I think I might start taking my late guys. I don't know if I want to yet. What other picks do I have? Let me figure something out. Okay, so here I'm just going to take my players. I know that these guys are late first rounders, but usually you can't trade down mid picks for late picks in drafts and get like a decent late pick. Like, I'll show you what I mean. You know, why would I even do that? I'm not gaining anything. I'm just giving the Saints this pick for free. Same thing with the Ravens there. Like, there's no reason to do any of these. There's no good pick here for me to trade down, and I need at least 2 more first rounders. I don't feel like trading back into the first round. So it might say that I reached on these players, but I think they'll be pretty good. They're both late first rounders, but like, you know, late first rounders worry me because oftentimes late first rounders have slow development. I don't know why, but Jamarius Telfer is a guy I'm going with here. Very good combine, decent top 3 skills, looks like a 4-3 sort of outside linebacker. Hopefully he can cover pretty well. He looks really strong though and is super agile and super fast. He can accelerate really quickly as well. Just please don't have slow. He does have slow. I knew he was going to have slow, and I reached. What's your coverage though? What's your zone coverage? It doesn't look that bad. 78 zone coverage. Okay, this guy's actually phenomenal. I'm actually not too bothered about him having slow development. You guys ready for this next slow developing player? I'm calling it right now. Russell Saturday has a crazy combine, really good top 3 skills, but I'm sure he's going to have slow development. Normal development. Pleasantly surprised with that one, to be honest. I really thought he was going to have slow. What's his zone? 71, that's actually not bad. Alright, so I have a lot of draft picks, so I'm definitely going to be able to trade down a lot for next season. With this pick, I'm going with Austin DeMarco. Apparently he's supposed to be a late second round talent. We're in the early second round, but I think this guy is going to be amazing. A very talented backup running back, just from the looks of his stats and his combine and everything. What are you all about? 69 with normal. The reason why he's a 69, though, is that I think my scheme is one cut, and if I put it to power back, he would go up better and be a better overall player. But I think he's still very good. 82 agility is not bad for a big man. 88 speed, 92 stiff arm, 89 trucking. He's actually pretty sick. I think I'm going to trade this pick down. This is my second pick in the second round here. Trying to get all next year stuff, but no one's really offering it. So I'm just going to take this pick with the Redskins, get their second rounder next year, and acquire a 6th in the process. I'm going to take DeQuarius Watts here. That's a phenomenal name. He doesn't look great, but, you know, late 4th round talent, probably like a 72 overall. That's my guess. 71 overall, decent depth. Apparently I'm reaching on a lot of these guys. Not really too worried. He actually has really good power move. Might be able to move him down to like defensive end just for some depth. But this next pick, I know exactly who I'm taking, so I'm just going to talk right through it. I don't think he got drafted. A middle linebacker did go there, but I don't think it was the guy I wanted. Sherman Milton is the dude I want. He looks pretty quick. He is actually really agile. He can accelerate pretty quickly and has good top 3 skills. I'm hoping this guy has a good development, because if he does, he's going to be the middle linebacker for the team, and maybe that other guy will move to outside linebacker or something like that. Let's see what happens. 77 with quick. Phenomenal pick there. I like that a lot. He's going to be the starting middle linebacker. Really good size too. 6'3", 236. This guy's a sick player. Look how many picks I still have. How did I get this many? Oh my god. Okay, so I'm going to take players just because I'm probably going to sim the rest of the draft after this. Maybe I'll trade down a couple. But Jimmy Locklear, okay, he's just going to be like an 84. There you go. 86. Quick. Wow. Okay, that's the best fullback I've seen. But that's not that impressive, but still 86 overall, quick development. Okay. You know, those fullbacks, like, I draft them all the time, right? The guys that are going to be, like, above an 80, but very, very seldom do they have quick development. I don't see that too often. But anyway, Bernard Floyd is on the team now out of Penn State. Look at that. B+ impact, B run. C pass is kind of bad, but he's one of these very, very talented offensive linemen late in draft, so I'm going to go with him. 77 overall, normal development. Very talented. Really strong, decent size, 6'4", 301, pretty good age too, 22 years old, not bad. I have the pick directly after that as well, so this one, let's just go with my last guy I've scouted, Matt Adcock. Okay, I didn't notice this guy's name. Very good top 3 skills. Not a great, actually it is a really good combine, but not that fast, that's what I was looking at. Pretty good broad jump, rather strong, let's go with him here. 74 overall, normal development. Very, very good number 4 receiver. I'm not going to try to start him in the lineup because I don't think he'll play as well as Devontae Parker did at the number 2, so I'm fine with him being number 4. I think there's some guy in this draft that skipped the combine. I remember seeing him. I don't know if he got drafted though. If I can find him quickly, I'll take him, but I'm pretty sure he got drafted. Yeah, now just looking at everything. I don't have anybody else scouted. I mean, anybody else on my watch board, but let's see. Do I have anybody scouted that looks decent? This guy, not going to be good. Wait, actually, there's a wide receiver. I want to know what his stats are going to be all about, because apparently he's not supposed to be good. But did I already take? Oh, he already got drafted. He was one of these guys that with like red value, but he looked amazing. I don't really know what to go with here. Speed wide receiver? He doesn't look that good. Ready? Let's take a random stud. Let's go with this guy, Perry Hurd. What did he hear? Oh god, guess he heard a bad draft pick. That doesn't even make sense. The Panthers didn't have any draft picks. Oh my god, I really took all of the draft picks from the Panthers. Oh, that's sad. This rookie we drafted is an 86 right end. I drafted a guy like this before, and I tweeted a picture of it. That wasn't in a rebuild or anything. It was in just a random franchise with my friends. And I got a guy who was an 88 at right end. But this dude is so close to 86 overall as a rookie at right end. That's insane. Stephon Anthony and Dylan Day, I think, for Andrew Norwell. Laramie Tunsil, Jylon Ware, I want to say. That's probably not right. Whatever. And a 5th rounder for Brandon Linder. This is what the team looks like heading into the second season here. This team looks really good. It's just, you know, upgraded from last year tremendously. This team should totally make the playoffs if the team last year did. Offensive line looks a lot better. We got Andrew Norwell here. We got Brandon Linder. We got a rookie right guard now. This guy should probably go up nicely at least. Probably after next year. I would say after next year he'd go up the most, because that's usually what happens with like rookie offensive linemen. The second season they usually make the Pro Bowl or hit some kind of milestone and get a lot of experience. But yeah, the rest of the offense is pretty much the same, I think, aside from the offensive line. I think it is all the same, aside from like backups and stuff. But hopefully Kenyon Drake can perform well. Hopefully Carson Wentz can perform better. I mean, he did extremely well last season, but it'd be cool if he can do better than that. Here's what the defense looks like. We got a full rookie linebacker trio. This is the guy with slow development. I put him to the left, outside linebacker. He's still really good, though. Maybe he can do something. If not, I can probably trade for a better outside linebacker next season. I just kind of want to see how this team does, because if this team plays really, really well, then they can all develop nicely. But if it doesn't play as well as I'm thinking it will, I can just trade for a couple superstars next year. But Sherman Milton is the middle linebacker of the future for this team. Most likely, hopefully he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Hopefully at least one of our rookies does. It would be nice. Saturday is our right outside linebacker. He actually looks very good as well. 82 overall out here. And of course, I already showed you guys this Nelms dude. 86 overall as a rookie. Tavares Nelms. Okay, and then here's our cornerback. He's playing number 2. Does he have quick? I think he does. He does have quick development. Also, I noticed this cornerback class was tremendous. A lot of these guys that got drafted were like there was an 84 rated corner that got drafted. But yeah, the rest of the defense I think is the same. Here's this guy. Computer drafted him? Oh my, no, that's our, never mind. That's our cornerback. I didn't notice that for a second. Wait, hold on. The computer did draft me some pretty decent players. Computer drafted me this guy. Not bad, you know, pretty good backup tight end. And I think that was actually the best guy they drafted. I don't see anyone else that's new. Hey, is this guy new? He is. Yeah, they drafted me this guy too. I don't know. I just simmed the rest of the draft. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go to the midseason. Okay, we're 7-0. That is always nice to see. How's the division going? We pretty much like almost already solidified a playoff spot. The rest of the division is not great. The Bills are 4-3 in second. I don't know what the Patriots are doing. Maybe Tom Brady retired. I don't know, but they're only 3-4, and the Jets are 2-6. Here's a look at the team, though. Carson Wentz has 12,000 experience. Devontae Parker has 10,000. That's actually a lot for a number 2. And then defensively, anyone have 10K here? Any of the rookies? No, nobody has 10,000, but everyone is playing pretty well, I presume, considering we are, what, 7-0. I don't know why I had to think about that. I knew that already. Did not mean to click on that. There's a cornerback that's supposed to go first, so that's pretty cool. If we have a good pick for him, maybe we'll take him. I don't feel like trading up in this upcoming draft. But anyway, there's Adrian Amos to bring back, along with Devin Funchess, Darrell Williams, Jawan James, Devontae Parker, and Bobby McCain. I'll probably give them all contracts. How much money do we have? $74 million in cap room. We can totally get this all done. Adrian Amos has such good stats. He's such a cool player. Devin Funchess, again, what? He also has good stats, is what I was trying to say. I got his run block up significantly. I think it was around like a 50 when, or at the beginning of the first season. And I got it up to a 74. I think I spent all of his experience on that. And he only went up like 2 overall points. But I made him more of a well-rounded tight end and not just a receiver guy. Doesn't really matter for sim usually, though. If a player has a good run block, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done any like experiments on it. I haven't watched any of Jerome's videos. I'm not sure if he did any experiments on that specific thing. But I'm just signing back all these players. I never know what to talk about because this is boring. It's pretty much guaranteed to sign him back if you bump this up 2 years. Drop that both. I think you're spending more money over the long run, but it's not a big deal for a rebuild since they normally only go like 3 years. And I'm not going to really run out of money. I don't think I will anyway. But yeah, I'll see you at the end of the season. Okay, we got our first round bye. That's the first sign I was looking for. Give me 16-0. 14-2. I can never go 16-0. I don't know why. I just can't do it. It's super, super difficult. 1-3 in the preseason. I'm not complaining, though. We had a crazy season. Went on a 4-game win streak, of course, then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 in a row, and then we lost 2. This game was by 3. Did our kicker miss a field goal? I'd be super upset if our kicker missed a field goal. Carson Wentz, what a game. Kicking. I don't think he tried a field goal. Yeah, there's no attempts. Who's our kicker? This guy. We have 2 kickers, or 2 punters. Yeah, there was no attempts, so can't really blame the kicker for that one. But wow, 14-2. What a good season. Carson Wentz wins MVP. How many yards did you have? 5,000 yards again. Gets over 5,000 yards in back-to-back seasons. Pretty much identical from what he did last season. 15 touchdowns is 1 less. Or 15 interceptions is 1 less than he had last year, but I think he had more touchdowns last season and more yards. Whatever, good season regardless. Kenyon Drake, 18 touchdowns, 1,233 yards, not bad, only 2 fumbles. TJ Logan was our backup. No, I wanted, where is he? I wanted Austin DeMarco to be our backup, that's okay. Devontae Parker got over 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, over 100 catches. Kenny Stills and Jarvis Landry each had 14 touchdowns, with Kenny Stills having nearly 1,300 yards and Jarvis Landry having about 1,400. Devin Funchess did pretty well too, 8 touchdowns for him. Blocking, this should be really good. Okay, only 17 sacks let up all season. That's definitely good. Let's check out tackles. Sherman Milton, who is our middle linebacker at 129. Hopefully that's enough. I'm really hoping that's enough for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Ndamukong Suh had 21 tackles for loss. I think Cam Jordan had 17 sacks from our rookie right end. It would actually be really cool if he won it as well, or if he won it instead of the middle linebacker. Obviously, they both can't win it. I think at least one of those guys made the Pro Bowl, though, so that's nice to see. I didn't check the experience, but just based on stats, you know. Cameron Jordan had 15 sacks. Interceptions, 4 from Kendall Fuller and Carl Joseph, 2 from Russell Saturday, Sherman Milton, AJ Daniels, and Adrian Amos, 1 from Bobby McCain, and Cordrea Tankersley. Is that how you pronounce that? I hope so. I said it last year, too. I didn't make a comment about it. No touchdowns. Probably first on offense. Yes, we are. Maybe defensively. Top 5 now. Let's get it. Top 5 defense. We were 6th. Okay, so we were 1 better on defense than we were last season. My voice cut out a little bit when I said 6th there. But anyway, Carson Wentz comes in first for MVP. Of course, he wins it. Nobody else from the Dolphins. He also wins Offensive Player of the Year. And Kenyon Drake actually comes in 10th there. Not bad. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett, Cameron Jordan, and Russell Saturday are in there, though. Not bad. So is Sherman Milton and Tavares Nelms. Okay, we had a lot of players in there. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Do we even have any? Matt Adcock. Oh, God, that name. Our backup wide receiver. Okay, we have the top 4 Defensive Rookies of the Year. Russell Saturday is our outside linebacker. Sherman Milton's our middle linebacker. This Nelms guy's our defensive end. And AJ Daniels, who's our cornerback, makes it in there too. Our other linebacker didn't make it, but that is okay. We dominated the Rookie of the Year awards. We should have a lot of experience then. Carson Wentz has 56,000. Where do I even start with this offense? 21K from Kenyon Drake, 20 from Jarvis Landry, 21 from Kenny Stills, 18K from Devontae Parker. Everyone in the O-line is over 10K, 11K from Devin Funchess. This is insane. Defensively now, 33K from our outside linebacker, 40K from Kendall Fuller, 39 from Carl Joseph, 12 from Nelms. Okay, this is fantastic. I'm going to spend a lot of time spending this all, but it'll be worth it. So here's the team going into... Actually, I'm not in a playoff game yet, but whatever. Here's a look at the team. Pretty much A's across the board, aside from our right guard, but this guy was actually our backup left tackle. He just got a lot of experience and went up to an 84 overall. Maybe I think he probably made the Pro Bowl. Can I see that now? Yeah, he made the Pro Bowl. He had like 30,000 experience, as you can see there. And now he's an 84. And he's better than the right guard we had previously. But yeah, that was the offense. Looks very good. And here's the defense. Pretty much equally as good. Not really too much to say. Our left outside linebacker is still a bit of a problem. Not really a problem, but he's not fantastic. He's not terrible, but he's not fantastic. I'm not sure how much he plays, to be honest. Let me check really quickly. How many tackles did you end up getting? Because if it wasn't much, he's not really impacting that much. Yeah, he only had 40 tackles. I could have the best right outside line... No, left, right? Okay, was that guy left? Yeah, I can have the best left outside linebacker in the NFL. And this team wouldn't really play any better. Middle linebacker, I guess we could upgrade, but, like, this guy's still good. I like how he played. Maybe next season I'll upgrade him to, like, Bobby Wagner or Luke Kuechly, just to try to go 16-0, you know, why not? Cornerback core is decent. Kendall Fuller's up to a 91. This guy only went up 2 overall points, but he's still very talented. D-line's amazing. This guy went up to a 90. This guy over here went up to an 88. Looks really good, so let's see who we have to take on, and then hopefully we can at least come away with 1 playoff win. If I lose all these playoff games, I'm going to be livid. But anyway, taking on the Patriots. Let me get revenge on the Patriots. Let's win. Okay, we won. We're in the conference championship. Let's go straight to the Super Bowl. I'm confident that we're going to win, and we're going to take on the Rams. We lost. No, we lost. What was the score? Oh my God, we lost to the Chiefs. Playoff schedule. It was the Rams. I was right. I didn't even know what their overall was. 35-17. We got destroyed. What happened? Carson Wentz, did you play badly? Yes, you did. 3 interceptions from... Can I see your overall from here? I can't. But he's like a 97. That makes some sense. Wow. All right. Yeah, we did not play well that game at all. We deserved to lose that one. So here in free agency, we just really have a kicker that I'll bring him back. He played well. Why not, right? 94 kick power, 84 kick accuracy. He's really good. I'll just bring him back to the team just so we have a solid kicker for the rest of the rebuild. And now let's go into the free agency period here where normally most of the fantastic players are. Maybe there'll be like Ryan Shazier or something here that I can just steal and play as middle linebacker, of course. 33.69 mil. Who is here? Stephon Diggs. Wow. Ryan Shazier. I was right. I'm going to go after both of those guys. We don't necessarily need a wide receiver, but this could work because he can play the number 1 and Jarvis Landry can then play the slot, and I think that would be phenomenal. I'm going to give him a lot of money because we can afford it. 107 points. If he doesn't accept that by next week, I'm going to give him more. But we have Ryan Shazier. There's also Trevor Williams. I'm going to go after him, I think, too. And then I don't think I have to make any trades. Hopefully I can get all these guys. I should be able to, for sure. I'm just going to overpay them all just to make sure I get him. 105. Same thing with him. If he doesn't accept by next week, I'll up the contract. And Trevor Williams is the last guy I want. We're not going to have much cap room, but I'm not really worried because this is the last season. Pretty much regardless of what happens. I'm going to go over 100 for him, though. Give him like that much. 105. 105 should be enough to get all these guys. I guess I could have kept looking, but I'm really content with those 3 players. Please let me get them all. Just don't make this stressful. Accepted, accepted, accepted. Thank you. So now we got Stephon Diggs. I think I'm going to throw Jarvis Landry in the slot, like I said, because I think he's more of a slot guy than Stephon Diggs is. I mean, he is good at route running. He's a decent slot guy, but I think Jarvis Landry is just better. And better in the slot, that is. I think they're both pretty... They're extremely talented receivers. I mean, they're both pretty much the same level, I think. But now Ryan Shazier is our middle linebacker. Okay, yeah, this team is great. I am now in the draft, and there really aren't many players that I want. There's like 3 or 4 that I really want to pick, and I'm not going to worry about trading up or anything. I'm just going to skip to my pick, see if anyone's here. I'm not going to trade down or anything. There's no reason to, because this team is complete. I'll just take, you know, why not, right? I'll take this guy. 81 overall, normal dev, but 96 speed. 94 acceleration, 85 juke. This guy is great. Chris Strickland. This guy looks awesome. He's super strong. I feel like he can play defensive tackle. Let's go with him. 75 with quick. I think he can play defensive tackle pretty well. There are a couple defensive ends who I think can do that. And I'm going to figure out who's the best one, and maybe he'll start. Okay, this guy is slow development guaranteed. Wow. Really thought that guy had slow. 89 speed, 87 man, 82 zone, 80 press. Alright, that was surprising. Hey, look, a really good center. It's going to be an 81 overall. Never mind, I lied. 76 overall. Still really good. I'm just kind of messing around in this draft. There's a bunch of players that look talented, but, you know, I really don't think many of them are going to come in to start. Maybe one of these ends, I think one of these ends can translate to defensive tackle. I'm just going to take this guy now. I don't know why I said one of these ends and there's only one left. I'm just going to take him. 71 overall, right? But he looks like he could be a very good defensive tackle. So I'll figure out who I want to play there. And, you know, if they're better than Godshaw, then they're going to start, I think. Last pick of the draft for me, because I just don't really feel like going on with this one anymore. Banks Fields looks really good. 7.1 combine. Rather quick for being a big man. Let's go with him. 71 overall, normal. Ranked 40th, though. 90 speed, 90 trucking, 89 stiff arm, 78 agility. That guy's really good. Okay, I'm making one quick trade. Those guys didn't go up as much as I thought they would at defensive tackle, so I'm just going to get Geno Atkins. He was the first good defensive tackle that, you know, from a team that was interested in both of those players. But here's a look at the team. That's the only thing I did. And I'm going to put Stephon Diggs at number 1, Jarvis Landry at the number 3, and then Devontae Parker, not Carew. Devontae Parker is going to play the number 2. Let me just make sure that's right. There we go. That's what I want, right? Stephon Diggs number 1, Devontae Parker number 2, and Jarvis Landry number 3. I'll go through and change all the schemes after I just talk about the team here for a second, but pretty much everything else is exactly the same. I don't think anything changed. This is what the offense looks like. Looks phenomenal. And this is what the defense looks like. Now with Geno Atkins here, we have a great D-line. Very good cornerbacks now with Trevor Williams. Very good linebackers now with Ryan Shazier. I moved Milton now to left outside linebacker. Yeah, I'm going to make sure all the schemes are right, and then I'll see you at the end of the season. Okay, at the end of the season again, Carson Wentz wins MVP again. 16-0. 12-4, we did worse. I'm never going to go 16-0. If this team can't do it, I'm never going to be able to do it. 3-1 in the preseason. Opening season won the opening 3 games. What did I just say? Opening season? Regular season won the opening 3 games. Lost to the Redskins and the Jaguars. Then went on a 3-game win streak. Lost to the Eagles. Beat the Patriots. Lost to the Bengals. Then won 5 in a row. Beat the Patriots twice this year. It's nice to see. How did the rest of the division play? 10-6 from the Patriots. 8-8 from the Bills. 3-13 from the Jets. Check out how Carson Wentz played. 4,987 yards, 47 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. He's had 1 less interception every single season, but he's also downgraded in yards, but that's still a great year. Kenyon Drake, 14 touchdowns, 1,320 yards, 5 fumbles. Not that many yards, not a high yards per carry, and a lot of fumbles, but it's still a decent season. Watts Carter had 8 touchdowns with 3 fumbles, though. Devontae Parker, 92 catches, 988 yards, 12 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry had 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. And Stephon Diggs, 1,247 yards, 8 touchdowns. Devin Funchess, over 800 yards with 7 touchdowns. Sacks, 12 given up all season. 2 players on our team gave up sacks. That's great to see. Ryan Shazier at 128 tackles with 3 picks I see over there. Tackles for loss, 20 from Ndamukong Suh. Sacks, 14.5 from Cam Jordan and Tavares Nelms. They combined for 29 sacks. Cool to see. Interceptions, 4 from Trevor Williams, 3 from Ryan Shazier, Carl Joseph, and A.J. Daniels. 2 from Russell Saturday, Adrian Amos, and then 1 from Kendall Fuller and Sherman Milton. Let's check out touchdowns. Did we get any? No, we did not. Okay, well, we have a lot of coach experience. I should spend that before the playoffs start. First on offense, 4th on defense. Let's get it. Nope, 8th. I don't know why that was a random guess to guess 4th, but Carson Wentz, of course, wins MVP. Already noticed that. Aaron Donald is number 10? Ooh, I need to see what Aaron Donald did before I do anything else. I need to see what Aaron Donald did. Ooh, hold on. He had to have had like 30 sacks or something. Wow. Aaron Donald, you hardly ever see defensive players in the MVP consideration. Jared Goff, very, very conservative season. What did Aaron Donald do? Oh my! Oh my God! 31.5 sacks? He averaged 2 sacks a game. That's insane. This is, wow, okay, that's ridiculous. 2 sacks a game? Okay, AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Carson Wentz. I'm actually really surprised that Kenyon Drake didn't make it. Defensive Player of the Year does go to Ryan Shazier. Cameron Jordan's up there. Wow. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Watts Carter comes in 4th. So does Banks Fields. I don't remember who that was. Defensive Rookie of the Year, nobody from our team. Best quarterback does go to Carson Wentz. Best running back was a Leonard Fournette, but Kenyon Drake's on there at number 7. Best wide receiver, Jarvis Landry doesn't win it. Antonio Brown does. Stephon Diggs and Devontae Parker both make it up there too. Wow, I just realized we had 3 receivers on that list. That's cool. Andrew Norwell, Brandon Linder, Darrell Williams, and Jawan James make it. I think our right guard is the only person missing from our O-line in that consideration there. Best D-lineman, Cameron Jordan's up there, along with... Did I miss our other guy? No, he's right there. Tavares Nelms is up there too. Best linebacker, Ryan Shazier, comes in 2nd. Todd Davis always wins that. I see Todd Davis go up like... Yeah, I mean, he's only an 85, but he gets so many tackles. Maybe I should start trying to trade for him. Best defensive back, Carl Joseph makes it. I'm actually surprised Trevor Williams didn't make it. Is Jason Verrett on a different team? He's on the Texans. Wow, the Chargers lost both of their cornerbacks, or 2 of their 3 really good cornerbacks. Is our kicker in this? I don't think I saw him. No, I didn't. Whatever, that's fine. Still a very nice season here. I can't believe Aaron Donald's season. That was ridiculous. 26K from Carson Wentz, 36 from Stephon Diggs, 22 over there from Devontae Parker. A lot from a lot of players. It's nice to see. Defensively, the trend continues with a lot of experience. Carl Joseph has 29,000. Sweet, I'm going to spend this all and then let you guys know who we have to take on. I think I would say this team's pretty good. You know, just my opinion, but I think you guys can agree. Yeah, this team's rather good. Devin Funchess is almost a 99. He's really cheesy to get. I gotta start doing that more, but I'm not gonna do it all the time because it is really cheesy. Defense, phenomenal. There's only one B in our team, and it's that B+. That Milton guy is like the only starter who is a B. Who is a B. Everyone else is an A. This team is ridiculous. Actually, I guess this guy's a B. I would say B if I put him in front of him. Oh no, yeah, I would say B over there. What about this? I just say B. All right. Let me not mess with that because I want Kendall Fuller being number 1 and this guy being number 3 again. Okay, I hate that little glitch that happens. But yeah, this is the team. The crazy thing about this is that we still have like so much trade value that I could get. I don't even want to build a better team than this. Obviously, I was super content with what we have, but like Godshaw's still here, Strickland's still here, McCain's still here, Glenn's still here. We have so many people we could have traded. Raekwon McMillan we can still trade. This Watts dude still probably has value. Whatever. Let's advance the week. Hopefully we can get a Super Bowl victory. This team should totally be able to do it. I'm going to hop into this game like I do normally the last season. Against the Steelers here, we are 95 overall. Honestly, I thought we would be a bit higher, but that's okay with me. We were losing most of this game, but we brought it back relatively close. Yeah, okay. Pretty much exactly how I thought the first round of the playoffs would go this season. 41-20, we lose. Arguably my best team. I think Carson Wentz is number 15. Did I not? Oh, God, that looks weird. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, but threw 2 interceptions, bad game for him. Ben Roethlisberger had a pretty bad game, too. 5 touchdowns combined, though, for the 2 guys. But, you know, arguably my best team, and we only have, what, 1 playoff win, I think, in the 3 seasons. Le'Veon Bell had a touchdown over 100 yards. Kenyon Drake did pretty well, too. Jarvis Landry, over 100 yards. Antonio Brown only had 69, but did have a touchdown. Martavis Bryant did as well. He had a touchdown. Vince McDonald, Kenyon Drake had a touchdown. There's probably more I just missed. But Ryan Shazier had 10 tackles for loss. 1 from Javon Hargrave. 2 sacks from TJ Watts. Interceptions, 1 from Xavier Woods, Artie Burns, Carl Joseph, and Trevor Williams. Kind of sad it comes to an end right here against the Steelers. I can never beat the Steelers in Sim, I swear. Out of, let's say I've played them 10 times, I'm sure I've won 3 times in the playoffs. they've won the other 7. They are so good against me. 99 offense, 99 defense, of course, 95 overall. Not sure why it does that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you Dolphins fans appreciated this because I think I made this team really good. I'm actually really happy with this team. This is one of the better teams I've built for sure. I say that after every rebuild, but I genuinely think it every time, and I think you guys can kind of agree that this team's really talented. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.